Okay, now let me show you how to make a movie. First, we need to create a folder in which to place the movies. And we'll go right here to temporary places, and we'll right click and add a folder. And we'll call the folder Cape Cod to Dubai. And say OK. And it is right here. So we are going to place all of the places that we will visit within this folder. Okay, first, I like this view of the world. We'll keep it. So I will place a marker right here. Now, notice the marker has color to it. We need to get rid of that color, make it invisible. So we go to Style Color and put a 0 here. And we put a 0 here. And we say OK, and it disappears. But look, we have the place mark. We need to name that. So let's go back to that place mark and rename it. And we'll say Earth from Space. Okay, that's our first view. Our next view is going to be the Cape Cod. Now, I could just zoom in right here, and we'll go right to my house, located on the northeast coast. And that's Cape Cod right there. And we'll change the orientation a little. And that is where I live. That is Cape Cod. And we'll place another marker right here. And we'll say Cape Cod. And say OK. Next, we'll go to Dubai. But you know what? I will go up to the search engine here and place Burj. Look at that. Khalifa is right there. Let's search it, and it will bring us all the way across the ocean. And let's stop it right there. And we'll remove that sign. And look at that. It's brought us right up to the Burj. And we'll center that a little, maybe going a little bit closer. And you can see that I have buildings turned on here. And we'll place a marker right here and say Burj. From high. And say OK. And what we'll do is, you know what? We'll drop this down a little. And let's go out to the coast here. Up, and there is the Burj Arabe. We're going to take a look at that one instead. So now what I'll do is I'll change the angle. So we'll look more along the side so we're not looking straight down. Much more interesting image. And so let's add it with the Burj Arabe right here. We'll put our final thing. Burj Arabe. Put an A for that and say OK. So now we have a number of places: Earth from Space, Cape Cod, Burj from High, and Burj Arabe. What I'll do next is I need to make a movie of where we're going. So we'll make a tour first. And we'll start recording. Well, we'll start back up from the Earth from Space right there. And I will click right here on the recording. And we're recording through it right now. And we'll go to Cape Cod first. Notice I'm clicking on the left here, which brings us into all these places. So we have a tour now which begins from space, goes to Cape Cod. Then we're going to go all the way across the ocean to the Burj from up high. There it is. And finally, we'll end our little movie by going to the Burj Arabi right there. Perfect. Our tour is complete. We need to stop it right there. Then we need to save it. And so we go to this save button and we'll call it Cape Cod to Dubai. And that is our tour. And we say, okay. And you can see it's right here. Let's close this down. Now, to make the movie, what we need to do is to go to our tools and movie maker. We'll open that up. And it's going to use Cape Cod to Dubai. Resolution is fine. We're going to put this at 30 frames a second so it'll be relatively smooth. And we're going to save it. Well, where should we save this? Let's see what we've got it. We've got it going to my Dubai Steam folder, and we'll call it Cape Cod to Dubai. And that is our movie. We're going to save it, and we'll create the movie. And you can see right here, the movie is being recorded. 3% of it is done, 4% of it is done.